So today we're doing my refreshed Ironbear Moze build that I just made just before BL4 because I don't really have an optimized Ironbear build. I do have some saves like Sabbath Moze or Ironbear only Moze for like the challenge that I did, or Sabbath for speedruns. But I'm making a Ironbear build for capacitive armatures. As you can see, we don't really have much gear. We pretty much have the Dark Army with the Railgun Damage Anoint. That's going to be for igniting enemies. While in Ironbear to proc on fire skills like running on fumes, because we have that. Guardian Angel with Railgun damage. Guardian Angel will be used for the hexes spawned from Ironbear. It doesn't apply to Ironbear itself, but it does apply to the grenades spawned by Ironbear. Free Radical with Durad for second wins. Create an MP5 with Durad for movement speed. Insider Fire Corrosive level 13 for self-lighting with Incendiary to proc the flame whenever we need our Ember back, and it's on cooldown. Triple Absorb Old Guard Radiation with after everything Ember kills Ember's cooldown by 30%. So we can get kills and get cooldown. But there's not really any other anoint that could be used for this, so we're just doing that. We can just switch it to Eternal Flame, Self Dot, or Dot with the Hex, with the Skagdan or Big Surplus, and then get cooldown back. Flare with +3, Sinister Burn +2, Call of Lead with Splatter Action Skill damage. That's going to be used for other main class mod for damage. This is going to be the class mod, like I said, to get our cooldown back. You can main it, so that whenever we get our Ironbear instantly, then we get our cooldown back instantly, because we have so many dots going around. And then add a bomb Victory Rods with double radiation damage and AoE damage. This is going to be really good for the explosions caused by the Hex. So we have that. For other artifacts, we have a Snow of the Victory Rods with double movement speed and AoE damage for moving around fast, and that comes with Launchpad with the same passives, even though you don't really need it. And a radiation recurring hex with, well, Ironbear's active taking damage with 20% chance to spawn a grenade, anoint. Like I said, those grenades get the Guardian Angel damage bonus, so we can hope the Guardian Angel get the damage bonus on that. And it is also used for blocking away rad dots and fire dots. For the skill tree, for Purple Tree, we're doing 3 points to biofuel. Even though we only need one, those are points to spec down the skill tree, because we're not doing the same element guns and the skill doesn't work at all. So we're speccing 3 points into it. 3 points to Big Surplus for a bonus element when our action skill is cooling down. So for example, if we have the flare on, get hit by a death skull, when Ironbear we go down, we can have that bonus element while on fight for life, so it's gonna be good. 5 points to really big guns for Ironbear. Damage, very simple skill. 3 points to double time. This movement speed boost is negligible as we have Speed Demon, but we still expect something. Fire Dot for bonus fire rate whenever we dot an enemy. That's going to be used for the Free Radical or the Insider whenever we can't consistently get our cooldown back. 4 points to Nitro Trinadium Engines for increased fuel and cooldown. We mainly care about the maximum fuel whenever our running on fumes is inactive. 1 point into Rickroll for returned fuel on kills. Oh no, it's on a dot. 1 point because it has diminishing returns. And then Future Creep for Ironbear damage resistance and Ironbear damage. Still, like I said, not really anything else to spec. But this skill gets funny when you boost it with the heat exchanger, but we're not doing that. So if we look at the heat exchanger, it gives up to 4 points into feature creep, so we can have 5 points into this and have 60% bonus Amber damage and 225% Amber damage resistance. So it's really funny when you're doing a minigun Moze build, minigun Amber Moze build. And then 3 points into limit break. I'm pretty sure this is the biggest source of cooldown in the game. Because as you can see, 10 stacks with 3 points into it, we get 120% cooldown. But so like I said, if Eternal Flame fails us, then we can still rely on this. On this. I'm pretty sure, hold on, does this get boosted by class 1 as well? I don't really remember. I'm sure if I type in Limit Break into, I'll get the purple shield. Yeah, but I want skill. Okay, no class mods boost into this, so I guess that's balanced in some way. Superior firepower for double dot damage and for double crowd damage. That's gonna be good for explosions, for the hex, and for the dot damage. And then running on fumes. With our Eternal Flame on, if we want to main that, then we have 12 seconds of not consuming fuel after igniting an enemy. But with 1 point into it, we have 6. For Blue Tree, we're doing 2 points to Skagden. Skagden, the Mayhem Scaling doesn't apply to Ironbear because Ironbear already gets the time study on Mayhem Scaling, so Ironbear only gets the base value, the card value, and as you can see, we're still only doing 2 points into it because the points in Blue Tree are mostly leftover points, but still useful. 3 points to deadlines for draining less fuel with our Ironbear guns whenever we don't have the skill active. Running on fumes, we don't have that active. 5 points to the Torcast promotion for double splash radius and for increased splash damage. That's gonna be good for the hex and explosions and hollow point. And then 3 points to Stainless Steel Bear. Because like I said, those are leftover points, so it still feels like we have 5 points into it because we have 6 points into this from +3 from the flare. Hold on. So this still gives us maximum fuel, armor, and damage. And this also buffs Skagden a big surplus. For Orange Tree, we're doing a Security Bear for our bubble to our Ember. 5 points to Armored Infantry to spec down the skill tree to get down to 5 points to Johnny and Brass. I must slow down on my speaking here. We're mainly going down the skill tree just to get down to capacitive armatures and sabots. Sabots will be used for armored bosses. But for flesh or shield bosses, then we're gonna be doing the capacitive armatures. The fastest Ironbear mobbing weapon. This for green tree, doing 5 points to Call of Lead for a bonus element in incendiary damage every 4th shot. Ironbear doesn't get the free shot, but still gets the bonus element. Darker Bear for increased amber damage. And for the turret at the back, 3 points to stoke the embers for increased incendiary damage. That's actually a boost into incendiary damage and not a bonus element, so this will directly buff our incendiary damage. 1 point to distribution for HP regen and ammo regen after hitting a crit. 5 points to scorching APMs for increased hard point damage, so our Ironbear's weapon damage, crit damage, and fire rate. And this also boosts Skagden a big surplus. And then Specialist Bear for 60% bonus Ironbear damage, and then we have both of the same weapons applied. You can have 2 different augments, but you still need to have the same weapon. You can have armatures and sabots, and you can still have the Specialist Bear bonus active. And if I make him to the modifier to bring Speed Demon, Heal Avenger, Joy Engine, and Postmortem. As you can probably see, I have a new PC. And as you can see in the top right, I have 130 FPS. So the game is more smooth, and also what was that flame? And I also put on 110 FOV to see how that looks like. And also, since I have a new PC and it's like very good, I noticed that a 20-second clip takes up about 100 megabytes. So this video itself might be like 15 minutes long, but it might take up like 2 gigabytes of space. So I wonder if this depends on the settings. Fuck. I knew that was... Okay. See, I equipped the flame and then I instantly got back Iron Bear. We got so many dots active. Oh, that was a snipe. As you can see, we're hitting for hundreds of millions of damage with this shit. And this is actually my second attempt at recording this. Because on the first attempt, my mic wasn't being captured at all. Still is for now. And even then if it was, if my mic was being captured, then it'd be really quiet because it was just defaulted to 67 for some reason. I guess it's a new system, so it defaulted to that. Yeah, fuck that guy. Let's see if we can get the double Valkyrie skip. I've definitely done it before. I shot too early. Fuck. On my original attempt when my mic wasn't being captured, then I got it. Fucking hell. Bomb. Yeah, there's always that one fucking guy that doesn't die. So we need to be up close to actually get the chains. Bomb. Can you do this in one amber? Heavily doubt it. Can I get a dot? There we go. Okay, but I still got some fuel. I guess shooting doesn't matter for the skill. So I might need to reproc. Okay. Okay. For the bridge we'll that was a one shot. For the bridge we'll do the Gun Angel with increased damage on our hex grenades.
Those are advanced mechs, but we're after something bigger. Keep going.
It's really dark outside, holy shit, there's a slight storm. So that's cool. It's already 7:32 PM, so this video needs to be released 2 minutes ago. I'm gonna just use the theoretical to clear the first two guys to skip the boxes because nobody wants to do boxes. We're gonna start by talking a hex, and then while we're holding the Gun Angel, we can start railing. And as you can see, it doesn't even matter if you have 2 points or 5 points, it's Kagan with this. It's still one shots. At least Shumal won't take down mobs. That was a death scroll. No, it wasn't. Okay, so I believe I just didn't have biofuel active, which is funny. There we go. Check one, just for good measure. And then use. Okay, that's a shock heavy. Okay, I dropped to below 100 FPS. I also did a benchmark yesterday, and I got almost 180 average FPS. Holy fuck. That's a death skull. I love it. I second death skull, I love it. I love death skulls. My favorite. Wow. Okay, off. I just landed. Can I just chain off of the heavy and then like do damage to others? Okay, there we go. I don't even need to clear the shock heavy, but I'll get one over here, watch. Okay, fire one. Rosif. 3 million. Okay, cryo and one shock. But can I? Hold on. Okay, this doesn't. Okay. Wow, I had cloud of lead on that shot. And can I see? No, I cannot. Damage. 33. No. Wait, how much damage is that? Because that seems like a lot. Is that 3 trillion? 3 trillion, 213 billion. Yeah, I somehow did 3.3 trillion gearbox damage on a heavy, so when a heavy's backpack explodes, then you get gearbox damage, aka damage. So it's just... yeah, that is 3 trillion, wow. Switch to Savage, and I can really see that this video is longer than the first attempt. Wow. I thought I was going fast here. Never mind. Okay. Hop a diver.
Definitely your target. Like
Boom. And now we can... it's gonna be a one-shot watch. Very easy. Boom. And then you can kind of reel. Boom. Once again, on the original attempt I got the power bubble. That just means I suck. Okay, let's see if we can get like an insta-kill of sorts. At least we get an insta-kill. So that's good. Boom, boom, boom. I exploded the entirety of Wotan. Tickets boom, distributor, moonfire, white off. Whoa, those are certainly passives. I'm not taking that. Tickets boom, smog, box execute, moonfire, free article. Is that everything? What? Okay, wow. Or is the brain still somewhere? I don't even know. I did spawn user instead. Okay, so that's the video. The next video will probably be with lowered settings if it affects the file size. So see you tomorrow with another BL3 build video. And as always, I'll leave the save file in my Discord, which I'll leave a link to in the description. And then next week, I'll see you with 2 more BL3 videos, and then on September 12th, which will be Friday, it'll most likely be a BL4 video. So, see you tomorrow with another BL3 video. Bye bye.